A scorner is somebody that sits around, does nothing, and complains about everything. God does not like the scorner. You're the one that's wasting your life, your God-given life. Psalm 1. The Bible kind of tells us what a scorner is. The Bible says, blessed is the man. Now, don't you want to be blessed? Hello? We want to get the blessings of God, right? Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Lesson number 1. Stop going to people who don't know God for your advice. This seems elementary. I've got folks, not even an exaggeration, sitting in this room right now that I will ask them advice. Why? Because I believe they're godly people. I'll let you determine who that is, but I'm promising you there are folks in this room that I will absolutely ask advice of because they're godly people. I will not go to people that are not godly for my advice. I won't do it. I won't do it. You know why we won't? Do you know why we won't go to godly people? No, do you know why we won't go to godly people for advice? Because godly people will tell you what God says. You want to go to somebody that will tickle your ears with what you want. Well, do you think I should go witness at the bar? I mean, come on, there's lost people in there, preacher. So you go to a godly person. What's a godly person going to say? Are you out of your mind? You don't go to the bar to witness to folks. Come on now. Wait for them to come out, stand on the street. Come over here. Let me tell you about Jesus. But you don't walk in the bar to do it. But you go to some of your friends, sure, I'll go with you. Yeah, it sounds good. Well, it's quiet. Look what it says. Look what it says. Nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Scorners are sitters. Let me introduce you to a scorner. A scorner is somebody that sits around, does nothing, and complains about everything. And if it were me, and I was preaching right now, this is how I'd do it. That person is not here, I guarantee you. Scorners will not help. They just talk. Scorners are folks that will not lend a hand, but they will stick out their foot to trip you. Scorners are somebody that have the greatest plan in the whole wide world, but they've never implemented a plan in their life. So don't sit where the scorners sit. What's that mean, preacher? Don't let a scorner convince you that, bless God, let's say, oh, we're picking on Pastor Shell. Oh, that scorner sits there and tells you Pastor Shell's a bad man. Pastor Shell's a great man. Don't sit with the scornful. They'll tell you, oh, Pastor Ballard, he doesn't know what he's doing. Well, that could very well be true, but don't you sit with the scorner. Tell you what you ought to do. This old-fashioned saying, a working mule don't kick. A working mule don't kick. What's that mean, preacher? That means get to work. You won't have any time to scorn. Notice the scorner sitting. Look what the Bible says. Surely he scorneth the scorners. God does not like the scorner. Hey, scorner, you're not doing a good job. Hey, scorner, you're the one that's wrong. Hey, scorner, you're the one that's not being effective. Hey, scorner, you're the one that's wasting your life, your God-given life. Do you realize that God gave you the very air that you're breathing tonight? You're above ground only because of Him. What do you do with your life? Don't sit around. Do something for God. In 2025, bless God, we need to see more folks saved, more folks coming to church, more folks reading their Bible, more folks praying, more folks caring about the things of God.